Hi friends, today we're doing a prompt for the Mixed Media Altered Playing Cards group. Can you see that? Blurry, it's blurry. Sorry guys. Which is run by Ann Williamson. And I just want to show the picture of the group. They change the cover every once in a while. Anyway, so today's prompt is Rebels. So if you recall, my last prompt was the Royals, and today's prompt is Rebels. So what I have is 4 ace cards, because to me, Rebels is, well, I'm kind of thinking that the aces are a little bit of Rebels, because they could either be close to the Royals, or they could be way down to the beginning from the ones, from the, the numbers from the 1, 2, 3, so they're kind of, can be on both sides of the fence kind of a thing. So I kind of decided to make these the Rebel cards as a kind of a fun, for the fun of it. So I got 4 of them, because I like to do 4s at least at a time. And I got some black cardstock, and I'm cutting out some black cardstock. I folded it in half. I traced my cards, playing cards on there. And sorry about the bird, guys. I folded it in half, and so then I have extra backing if I choose, because a couple of them have a little bit are loose and they want to fold. So I can glue them on to make them stronger. So I apologize for the bird. If I'm going to continue that, I'll have to start over. He seems to know when I'm videotaping now. It's just a stinker. So I have them cut, and I've just got them proper to size. And I know it's a lot of cutting and that kind of thing, and I actually have had complaints of doing too much cutting while I'm showing a card, but that was like an older video. But this is it. Got the 4 cards. I can split these. 4 cards are going to be for the fronts, 4 are going to be for the backs, for any support or any kind of thing like that. So we can make sure I have 4 for the back and put those away, 4 for the fronts, and I have these. So I will show you what I'm going to do with these. Okay, so I have the front ones. Now you're probably trying to figure out, what am I doing? Here's my front ones. I'm just going to cut them. I have a corner cutter. You could cut them with your scissors. I have too many stacked up. I might have to play around with some aluminum foil with this and get sharper. Just kind of clip your corners, cut your corners, round them off if you have rounded cards. That way it'll match. I'm going to try 2 with this one. Probably faster just doing 1. And this one's curling on me. Okay, so I'm going to do that with all the ones that go in the front and the ones that go in the back. And I got these white cards as well. Craft bowl. I have a craft bowl here. It had some probably glaze in it or something like that. And I have my white cards and I have my black cards. This is white cardstock, same thing. What I'm going to do is I'm also going to have my glycerin and water. And the cards here. Sorry, phone distraction turtle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw my 4 white cards in there and wet them all up with glycerin and water. Then I'm going to crumple them and put them on the side for a minute. Just crumple them really good, just like this, and put them on the side. Okay, so they're on the side. Now I'm going to do the same with these black ones. These are my Rebel cards, guys. These are my Rebel cards. What do you think when you think of Rebels? I think leather jacket, white t-shirt kind of thing. What's that called? The Dean. James Dean type of thing, Rebel without a cause. So this is what my play on the card here. And so I'm crunching these up. So these are my James Dean cards, my Rebels here. And Royals and Rebels is kind of a good theme to go. It's kind of, I think, a twist off of some Disney dolls or whatever. So, hey, we're having fun with it. Now this is this one. Alright, so now we got 2 piles of very soaked ATC-sized cards right here. And we're going to go look. Okay, so I don't know where my tube of roll is, paper roll that I use to dry. So I'm going to use the bowl because it's all good. So I'm going to use the bowl and I'm just going to dry these up. You, my friends, must think I'm a little, oops, hey, I have a little thing on my wheel up on my stand tripod, and the wheel is really loose and the camera just went whoop. Anyways, you guys must think I'm really crazy right now. So it's really important that you have blistering in the water because it keeps the paper strong. If you did this with just paper, there's really high chance of it tearing. So it's very important. These are pretty close to dry, so I'm going to put them to the side. And I usually have a big paper, duct tape paper roll that I dry them in, but right now, because I moved everything around, I think I kind of might have misplaced it. So you guys can just do whatever you want with these cards to embellish them. Like right now here, we can do some, like, just some gold color. I'm going to do some metallics here. Let's see here. I got some, what do I want? I might just do a little bit of gold just on them. I have no idea right now what I want to do on these cards, but I'm going to, if I stick a little gold, it'll kind of yellow them up a bit. So that'll antique them a bit. And then they'll look all kind of the same too, because some of the cards are a little crisper, like this one here. It's a newer card. I'm going to have to flip it this way so the hole doesn't show in my project. It's a newer card than the other ones. So. And remember, I want to do all aces particularly this time because I want to make it look, my rebel card, I'm kind of thinking it. You know, you think poker, it can be a 1, 2, 3, you know, for a run straight, or it could be like for, well, the king, ace, queen, jack, right? King, ace, queen, jack, 10, or whatever, ace, whatever. You know what I mean? My brain's like, ah. Sometimes when I play poker, I really do lose when we're having fun because I forget that you can win with 5 if you have 5 of the same suit. And I'm like, throw my cards away, and I would have like won a straight just having the same suit. Never mind like having a run with the matching, like the following card. I'm like, ah. So that's what my brain's just like overload. So I'm just kind of antiquing it with the gold just to give it a little bit of that look here. So I'm going to dry it off and probably put use my archival ink to ink the edges. And I like the gold because, one, you can really see your card, and I like that. And I love bubbling it up, so overheating it, that's my thing. I just love doing. So if you guys like doing that too, I'm going to kind of go along the edge and play, like, you know, look, that's kind of like his little scar on the card, so I'm going to kind of play with that to add a little bit of interest in my card. So I'm just going to ink them all up here. I'm cleaning my pinkies, if you could see. I'm spraying them here. And I got a cloth, just a throwaway J cloth, because I'm going to be touching the whites, and I don't want to have fingerprints too much all over it. So this is my white. Gonna unravel it, and let's hope that it looks pretty good. I like it, and there it is. So there's one. It's torn a bit, but that's okay. This card was a little lighter cardstock, a cheaper, I'm guessing. I didn't buy it myself. I believe someone else bought it, and I got it in a pile of things, cards or something I bought. Because my cards I buy at Michael's, and they're really good. So my cardstock. And I like to buy off-white. I had bought in white before, but I like to buy off-white and black. But for this one, I wanted to do white because I thought it'd be really cool to have the white t-shirt look in the Rebels. So here is my white. I'm going to dry them off a bit more, guys. You guys are probably thinking I'm crazy. This is one of my favorite things to do. You can do so many different backgrounds. I've done stamped image background, and I'm getting my glue. This is a Yiki pasty water with 2 different side glue brushes that I use and I keep out. So I'm tearing down the middle here. And I'm going to do the same with this one here. Tearing down the middle. And then I'm going to Mod Podge these babies on my card. And I'm using Americana DecoArts Mod type of Podge. It's the same as Mod Podge. It's just DecoArts. So leave the top parts of your card a little bit and just do this part here. Can you see? And just kind of play with it, let it go. Make sure your edges are the thing that really glues, and that's about it. The rest you don't have to worry about. So just get some Mod Podge on the edges a bit. And got that nice wrinkled shirt look, which is really nice. Next one, and just continue doing this for this t-shirt look. You guys, I hope you guys like this one. I know it's kind of, this is my Rebel. You guys can do different painting, different faces underneath, whatever. I just thought this is the black leather jacket, white t-shirt thing happening here, and I'm really loving it. So this is a Rebel Without a Cause, you know, like the whole Dean, I can't remember now what I just said before. Wow, I was like, yeah, too much on the brain. James Dean, is that it? Brain just went kerfluffle. I've been, had this plan for a while, but I haven't done it because I knew what I was going to do, but I wanted to just get it done whenever, kind of a thing, and then have it ready. Now one more, but like I said, you guys don't have to do 4. I just like to do things in set 4 because, you know, sometimes you get people who really love a piece, and sometimes they want to swap and you have a few extras and you can keep one for yourself. And so it's always neat to have a few extras, especially in a group like this group, the mixed media playing cards group, because a lot of people want to swap. So if you have a few of something that you made, you might be able to swap, and I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so that's my cards as it is so far. Next is the black ones, and we're going to do the exact same thing, is unfold them, and there you go. We're going to glue them on. You're going to tear open your center there. I'm just going to glue it on the second layer. It's quite interesting. So now I got another layer on right there. Now this one, we go a little further down and we make the little leather jacket look. You know how you got that little leather jacket look, or whatever, however way you guys like it, just kind of play with it. But this is the look I'm kind of going for myself. And then you can also just go down, cut it down a bit to make the shirt kind of pop open, to make it pop open a bit more like that. And then we have the shirt kind of going over a bit like this. So we're going to continue with the other ones here and kind of play with it.
I'll get them all set up.
Okay. So I kind of folded these white ones down a little bit because they looked a little bit better. And then you just kind of fix it whatever way you want. Now I'm just kind of putting it on there. It's like, oh yeah, I'm explaining a lot here. But I'm just trying to cover up the front the best I can. And then kind of doing the collar of the leathery jacket type thing. Just to look like that. So whatever. I'm putting one a little lower on purpose on one side. So my ace shows. That's something I kind of started doing because Anne started doing that to show that you're using your playing card kind of a thing. And I think it's a neat little look. So I'm just twisting it, and it's not looking even or whatever, but that's fine. So I'm just twisting my corners out the best I can to suit however the style is that I want. Alright, so that's those two. It's looking a little sloppy at the moment, but hey, you guys can play with it and make it a little better. And here's my last jacket. I'm just going to put a little bit Mod Podge on there, and I did cut them. Did cut them so then you can tear them and have that kind of look, or you can cut them. So, and then just to have a little bit showing, and you can cut anything off that's hanging over or whatever. It's all good. Just like that. Now I could just Mod Podge the whole thing. It makes it look more leathery. I'm using actually DecoArts. Sorry guys, I'm saying the wrong names all the time. And that is my leather jacket, my Rebel. Then we're going to dry that up, and it's going to look really nice. And this is a matte, but it's still going to be a little bit of a nice coating on there. I got a lot of glue on here, but that's okay. And then I'm going to show you, you can add some chains, you can add bling, studs, all that kind of little things to make it look more rebellish. So that's the real fun play part. A little tip I'm just going to say right now here is that while you're drying these, try to open up your jacket so as much as you can, so you can really hang a few little things or have some thread, you know, sewn in there to make it look stitched up or any kind of thing. It's really neat. So just try to open up your jacket to show off the inside a bit, and that gives it a nice little look when you do that. So while you're drying, that's right. These guys still have a little bit to go to dry, but now I'm grabbing some pliers, some tools here for some wire. And if you have jewelry wire, actually this one might be a little too thick, but if you have jewelry wire, you can wrap it around your dowel and make a chain. So the other one was actually quite a 20 gauge. This one's smaller jewelry wire. Now you notice my fingers are just full of black from the basically from the ink and from the black paper being so tacky. So I'm just going to clean them off. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the wire around my dowel and then make some chain links, really. So here we go. Just going to wrap it around. You can twist the dowel or you can twist the wire, whatever way is best for you. And that way you don't have to go out, now that's sticky on there, you don't have to go out and buy any chains or anything if you make your own, if you got dollar store craft wire or any kind of craft wire really. And there is your wire. It was necessary for me to run out and wash my hands. It was that sticky. So here is my craft wire wrapped around my dowel. I'll take that off. They are squished like a spring. It's another way to make a spring for a project. I'm going to take my little side cutters here, and I'm going to cut. I got about 4 of them or so. And I'm just going to continue cutting them. The end ones will be kind of not perfect, but the ones in the center will. So here is 2 end pieces. This one and this little piece here. Now these are all nice little chain links. That one might have 2 together there. Okay, so these are all chain links now. Can you see that? And that's that easy. So what I do to do the material is, because it's such a small hole, I don't need anything too big. I grab a needle and pull it through, because the end is always a little bigger. Twist, put it through, and that's the start of my chain. And this one is jewelry wire, so it's very, very light to open and cut and that kind of thing. And you don't want nothing too big and bulky on this little jacket anyway. Now I'm going to put that a little small to see this particular hole I made. So I'm going to just show you guys if I can get this through the hole. As soon as I turn the recording on, it doesn't want to go through the hole. Well, I got the first one on, so, and then I had to stop the video to do that. Actually, it's kind of funny because it's so far away, I guess. I don't know. So then you just twist it away. You add and you're making a chain. So you can make the chain go around this top part of the card and then make it look like it's going around the neck. You can do it to the jacket. And so that's an idea to have a little rebel-y look, I think. And it's an easy way to make some. You can make smaller chains by using a smaller dowel. And that's just a neat little thing. Or you could even just sew a couple of threads right across and make it look like the shirt's got like a tie type of thing. I've done that before. Like where it's tied string shut kind of a thing. And I need a bigger needle because I can't see my hole once I put it through. There we go. And then that one is tied, or in, and then I just twist it shut. Another one, I'm going to put it to the end here, and then I know it's all hands, it's all you see is hands. There's my card, I've got it attached, and there it is. I could use my needle nose pliers too to make it look so you can see better. Hope you guys can see that I'm not just making a big mess. There's my chain anyway. This is what I got played with. I think I put 2 on the same length. You could also wrap it, if you want tighter rings, around your round nose pliers. That's more of the traditional way to make jump rings. as to do it around the round nose pliers, but I like to do them around the dowel as well because I can get a bigger circle, or I can go in a smaller dowel, and then I can go a little further with it, whereas with my pliers, I can only reach up to, like, it starts tapering, so then I don't get quite the same size, so I can only do a few at a time, whereas this one I could do a whole pile and be happy with that. So just so the fingers are not in the way, I'm just throwing it together with the needle nose pliers right here just to show you. But with this is no need, it's just so easy, these craft wire to bend. You can get it on there, just no problem. This one I think I'm just gonna, oops, it didn't close all the way. This one I think I'm just gonna hang down just for something different. This one I may chain across, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do for a little difference in the cards, just to be different. You could push them together a little bit more and get the pieces a little more close together. So easy, just falling apart on me. No, I'm just being a little there. But that's the idea, to get the chain on there. Okay, so here we are. I have a couple of them here that look like chains on there. A couple of them are just dangling from the jackets. You can take your metallic pens and do little zipper marks and that kind of thing, and zipper marks. And what I'm going to do too is right here I have this little comb, if you can see. And I just made a mustache shape to kind of the size that I would think that would look good on these little jackets. And I'm just making a little ziggy snips, like teeny little rectangles. Triangles, I mean, sorry, rectangles. Shapes. And back and forth little triangles, bits biting off of there, and then just, that's how I'm making the comb. So you can do any little embellishment that you like to make the rubble, you know, the Fonz thing comes to mind where he's combing his hair all the time and that kind of thing. So just take, you know, all the little rubbles that are in your life that you've watched on TV that kind of inspire you. You could take something from them. And so I thought that would be a really cute idea, is to make a little comb. And then you just put on a piece of plastic or something like that. And you can also just put some jewelry gel pendant on it, or you can emboss it with clear, you know, clear coat of embossing to make it look like a shiny comb, to make it more realistic. And just, it takes it a little time, but that's, you know, it's not that much. And like, okay, here's a lid. I know this is kind of a crazy lid. And I'll take my other comb here, and I'm just going to grab my pendant gel here, and I'm just going to throw a little bit of that on there. And I've just got 2 drops. And then I'm going to take a pin, and in my case, I'm actually going to take a paper clip and just pull it all along here just to make it, because I mean, if I hold the bottle, it's just going to drip out, right? So I'm just kind of holding it, pulling it all along with the paper clip. Just because I just needed 2 drops to, and just drag the stuff with the paper clip. Move it out of my drip pile so it can dry. Because if I leave it in a big pile of where it dripped, it's going to definitely stick. So my pile's in the center, I pulled my combs out. And then these little combs can go on there after as embellishments. As well as I have my metallic lusters, and I got blue out, and I've got silver out. So you can just do whatever too. You can use your metallic lusters or any kind of metallic paint, and just kind of put it over and do a little bit of a nice look over the leather jacket part here. It looks so cool. You could do gold, whatever color. And you can use any color for the jewelry as well that you're putting on there. You don't have to have silver. I just put silver on there just because that's what I have. I do have blue and all that kind of stuff, but I did want to you would either do copper looking jewelry, silver, or gold. So that is that one. I'm going to do 2 in blue. I'll do 2 in silver. So I'm just using a makeup sponge. You can use your finger. You could probably use even like a paper towel and that kind of thing to spread this metallic blusters out. And like I said, you can use metallic paints as well. So it just gives you some ideas on how to make it look really cute. You can use your gel pens to make more. You can use your gel pens or whatever to make the like stitches or any kind of thing like that too. So whatever your heart desires for that one. So I'm just rubbing some metallic on this one here. And like I said, you can use your, I'm going to use the white pen here, and then you could just do whatever design you want, making little white stitches. You can use gray, do little gray stitching and that kind of thing. But because I have the metallic on here, I thought it would be nice to do a little white. You can make a little pocket. That kind of thing on there. Might show up better on the blue. And there is stitching. Could do the stitching up here as well. And I'll do some pockets here as well. That kind of thing. Just to play with it, and it's so fun. And then I'm just going to put the last ones on the back just to make my cards stronger a bit. And you can also write on the back if you do a swap. And the black is really fun to add to the back as well because it makes it more visible when you write in the white pen. I love that. Easier to write than on the card. Or you could just stick another piece of paper on there, cardstock, any kind, and have a stamped out stamp saying your name or whatever, the theme, that kind of thing, the group. But this is my project, guys, and I hope you like the Rebels today and give it a try. And you could do whatever you want with the faces and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to dab a little bit of glue right in here and get one of the combs in there. I'm using tacky glue just to grab one of the combs and put them in there. Still a little damp, but that's okay, it'll dry. And there's my comb in that one. So it's still like moving and that kind of thing, but it's going to stiffen up really nice and hard, guys. There's my comb in that one. And I'm going to do a blue one with the comb as well. So decide where I want my comb. I might want it in the same place, I might want it a different place. I think I'll just put it a little bit different angle. And there's my comb on that one. Cute! You could do sunglasses, shades, you know, that kind of thing. And I think the rebel look is pretty cute. Last two pieces here. And I am thinking I'm going to be done. And I'm just doing the opposite, just two different designs there. I'm just putting, like, you could put the sunglasses right, you know, center, wherever. You know how people put them in the center of the shirt. I'm just doing something a little different. I'm going to put my glaze on there. I'm just going to put a drop, remember, because I don't want it everywhere. And I'm just going to put it through. I'm just going to do it on here and see how easy it is to do it on there this time. And then I'm going to put it on through. I probably shouldn't have done that, thinking I'm getting it everywhere, but move it around. Yeah, next time I'll just like, yeah, no, it was better the other way. Get my sunglasses glaze on so I don't make a mess. I'm going to pick up some of the glaze. Don't want it all over my shirt. There's my glaze up on that side. You're not allowed to touch it. That's not quite ready. The white bottom on it, yeah.
You're the reason the white bottom.
I said no. Trying to steal my strawberries. Still wanted to go a little bit more red. Okay, so there we go. Cute. Sunglasses on these ones. On my Rebels. And nice, cool Fonzie type of comb on these two. So there we go. You can do whatever you want, guys. Just going to put the backs on and then we are done on this one. So you don't have to show you that, but the backs are going to be really nice once this is totally dry to secure it really good. To put the backs on. Just like that. But like I said, I'm going to wait till these are totally dry before I do that. And you can still see that it's a playing card, and that's the really kind of important part. Not the most important, but I think that's one of the things that Anne was going for. Is just, you know, it's a playing card, and we got to show that we're using playing cards, and it's a pretty cool part of the trait or something like that. I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to craft like a duck, and yeah, have fun with your Rebels, guys. I sure did. And here they are. I sure had a lot of fun with my Rebels. Rebel without a cause. So, there we go. I'm just trying to move my camera. There we go. My Rebels. I'll take some pics. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.